What's going on, guys? It's Monday here, and we're having a little team meeting tonight. We got Lance Brown here. He's a new pro staffer for us. So he ordered what kind was it?
The Kestrel Flex.
Okay, so one of the arrow hunters.
Arrow hunter, yeah.
Yeah. He's going to start saddle hunting this year, and what we got is he's never sat in one. So I brought out my Tethrd Mantis and my Predator platform, and we're going to hook him up and just kind of get his first take on setting it up. But first impressions, what do you think?
It's tiny and it's light and it's already pretty comfortable.
Lighter than a stand on your back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can already tell I'm probably gonna like it, and there's no bulkiness in it. I mean, you wear it in, it's safe as can be, and I'm pretty much already sold on it.
Well, all right, hook up the platform here, bud. And it just hooks up just like any old deer stand. You probably have to pull her down and get out of your way here. But I am going to clip that there. Yep. Hop on top. It's the only way you're going to hook up.
You can get up there.
And then this is this tree tether, just like a standard tree stand harness you'll have. So you'll just go around. You'll pull your tag in all the way through.
So pull it all the way through this.
Pull all the way through.
This one's got a built-in loop in it up here.
Yep, spliced in. You'll pull all the way till this comes through the hole.
Okay.
All the way through there. Actually, this is set up for that tree. This tree, because this is the last place.
About how high?
I would go to your bill to start off. So right about there, just to see. Now what you'll do.
You want this about center with your face?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And you may want to choke it up just a little bit this way, because it's gonna give you just a little bit of swing.
Okay.
Just how it sits. So what you'll do is you'll reach down and grab your bridge and you'll connect it in. And I'm gonna tell you, just like everybody else, just sit back.
Just sit back. I definitely would need to play with this.
Yeah, what I do usually is I take these and I pull them out and pull them up. Yep. And then what you'll do is you'll play with, because you're getting one with an adjustable bridge too, so you've got more flexibility with yours.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can take this up, and the further up you go, the more upright you're going to be.
Okay.
But what you're going to lose is you're going to be tighter to this tree, so you'll be able to grab your bow, but say you want to go and shoot on that side. You're going to lose a little bit of this gap you've got here to swing your bow under or whatever. But I like being closer to the tree because it feels more traditional. Like the way you are now, you can kind of bend your knees and go into the stand.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Here's
that
more of a
sitting
comfy position.
That would be comfy.
Especially if you get like a
long term, yeah.
A seat or like an old seat cushion or whatever, wrap around the tree.
Yeah.
And I've got a back band too that'll connect right here, and it goes around your back. So you've got a backrest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just something you have to loop in and put on and stuff like that. But what you can do is, hold on one second, let me go grab a bow.
Just kind of playing with it.
So like you can push on that pretty good. That's the side pressure I was telling you about. Stand straight up this way if you can. Yeah, come on out best you can. You may sling back a little bit.
I may.
See, you'll do that.
Yeah.
This is just so you know how to.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
I definitely want to play with one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it really, if you're.
Yeah, you work with your knee.
If you had to hide or something.
Yeah.
You can just slide back in there real easy.
Yep.
And then just work
it takes playing with. And see, you're at such an extreme angle. If you raise this up, that swinging action's a whole lot less.
Oh,
if that's a higher. But just for curiosity's sake, your bow's probably gonna. You're a righty.
Yeah.
You shoot right-handed. Your bow's gonna hang right here, so you'll just reach up and grab it. Boom. That's your motion.
Right there.
So now, in theory, You can shoot probably the front tire of that thing by just swinging this way a little bit. What I would do is take this foot and stick it right there with your heel down and use this as kind of a brace. Yep. It's kind of hard to explain.
I kind of like putting my knee in it.
Yeah, well, you can put your knee.
And then you could just...
You do that.
Because that's going to clear all this right here.
Yep. And then just start swinging around the way you're at right now.
If I need to, I can stand
up.
back
Now
up.
keep coming around. And that'll pivot too. It takes a little bit of swinging time. And I mean, see,
once
this,
you get used to it, though.
What I like is this will rock.
Yeah.
So like when you're standing straight out, you can turn and you can kind of, make it do what you want it to do. And you're still keeping your power this way, but your body's just rotating instead of the swing out, kind of like you are right now.
I'm going to try raising that up.
Okay. See if it makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got them pegs with you?
The what?
Pegs? Because that made 100% difference when you have something on the other side of the tree to come around to.
Yeah, I think instead of like those Bullman outdoor steps, slide that. Slide this, press it up.
Oh.
Yeah, bring your tension off. Pull it kind of like that. Slide it right up there. Okay. Now you're more upright.
Oh, okay.
And so now just turn your hips kind of the other way. Come around this way and just act like you're shooting.
Oh,
so see, you can see now you're there. You can kill that deer 180 degrees behind you.
I got you.
And keep working your way back, and you can usually get to about probably the elbows right there before you really get that.
That lean and feel.
Yep. Before you think it's going to go.
Yeah. And then you just...
And then what you do is you bring... Here's what I do. A lot of guys will come under and then try to draw. Stand up like you're on a deer stand. Spin around this way. Nope, other way. Wrap that right across the front of your body.
I can actually put my arms
Yep. And then that's going to hold you, and you can come all the way back.
Yeah.
So now you're in a deer stand again.
Yeah.
So you can stand there just like a deer stand if you really want to.
Yeah, if they're all the way over here, I got you.
And then you just turn once he's done, come back, and if you just circled the tree on you, there you are again. But what we were saying is if you took like some strap-on steps and wrapped around here too, to where you had maybe one or two right here, or a peg or something like that if you're on private, then you've got something to legitimately stick your foot against. What we did is we added a muddy pro stick back here, and this one doesn't strap real super tight, but it gives an idea of if you had something on the back side. So say you wanted to spin around. How were you using it? Here, swap me spots, Dustin. How were you using it the other day?
Using what?
Are we still recording? Yeah.
How was I using what?
The
Harness?
The step.
The step, whenever you were using it. Was it whenever you were, because here, I think it's whenever you're wanting to shoot on this back side.
Yeah,
like if you're wanting to shoot right here.
Here, hold on a second. Let me move this around maybe. Because it'll kind of have some give. Yeah, just give you something kind of.
It gives you something to put your weight on, and you can come on out. So you don't get that bad swinging.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So now you can shoot your hard shot from this side.
Yeah. And it's crazy, you can go around everything so easy and smooth and quiet.
Yep. And just, like what I keep saying, the Bullman Outdoors, is there a pull strap, just like this is, but it's got a plastic step on it. So it's publicly illegal. You don't have to screw anything into the tree, and you could put one, at say 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock, right here and right here. And that would give you on one strap.
Yeah.
You come up here and you just strap that on whenever you do this, when you're still down here on your step. And then when you come up, you could work your way around this tree and you have an additional step. That's why a ring of steps a lot of guys like them, is because you've got a step no matter where you're going.
Yeah.
For for me, what I found is long-term standing. I like that because I can come up and just stand up if I want to, just like a regular old deer stand.
Yeah.
Or you can put your knees. Some guys like to sit with their knees. Some guys like to sit sideways, like that, kind of.
Yeah,
They'll sit completely sideways. It looks awkward on video, but if you're in it, it's a different story. That's the way a lot of guys
really
sit,
comfy.
especially if you have that back band.
Yeah, I could definitely just almost doze off right here.
I have. I've sat there just like this, and I just went straight forward.
Yeah.
Rifle hunting,
And even with the
slick.
without the back band, I mean, it's still really comfortable. Really comfortable.
But like rifle hunting, here's your gun rest.
I know. I was thinking of that.
You can put your elbow in there. You kind of lock
kind
it.
of wrap it.
Well, you can just kind of sit this elbow in there or whatever, or you can and just hold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's different ways you can do it. You can hold on. What I found last year rifle hunting is I would take my hand and I would kind of do this and hold on to this.
Yeah.
And use that as kind of a rigidity. Yeah. So now you've got that, and then you can let go of some and come on out with it. And you've got kind of a tightrope that kind of gives you at least another point of contact.
I'm gonna try lowering this. See what
Okay.
I like how you can just adjust everything.
Yeah. And if you had one of those Ropeman ones,
Right
it just works a whole lot easier too. So now you're further back, so it would make it. There's a lot of adjustment you can do.
Yeah.
So you can go higher, you can go lower. The lower you go, there's that. But then sometimes you can go too low, and then it feels like the platform's too high.
Yeah, my knees are kind of too bent right
Yeah.
here. But you can still go up and out. Just really easy.
Yep. But yeah, you change it throughout the day.
That's what
you'll
I like.
adjust it. You'll go higher, and then you'll hang out there for an hour or two, and then you'll come lower, and you just want to change up how you're sitting a little bit.
Because I find myself in a tree stand, even with the nice cushioned seat, I'm always turning this way a little bit, or this way a little bit, just because I get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But this, you can change the whole entire way you're sitting.
Yeah.
And you're standing up more, you're kneeling down.
You know, part of the compaction of these is, you know, they've got those cis haulers. So you could get 2 or 3 of those cis haulers that go right around here. And, you know, you can have your lineman rope in one, you can have your...
Everything right here beside you.
And some guys will take their lineman rope and take off the second carabiner, and they'll just hook it in kind of like you are right there, and cinch it down, and then just leave it in this dump sack no matter what.
Yeah.
Then all you do is you pull out and you have 1 carabiner on the other side.
So what do you attach your...
That's your
to
lineman.
pull your rope
that's your
up
lineman. This is your lineman rope.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying when you're pulling your bow up, where do you attach
I usually
that?
tie mine right here.
Right there.
And that way I tie it a certain way to where it'll unpull a little bit at a time.
I got you.
And it won't tangle up. So as you're climbing, it pulls out a little bit.
Okay.
I just don't leave it on there all year.
Yeah, this thing's sweet. I could see myself maybe wanting a little knee pad, because this right here is just comfy as can
They
be.
use those XOP seat pads, but a lot of people just go buy those long garden seats that are like $4. Because then it's long and it'll kind of wrap, and then you just get a bungee cord to wrap around the backside.
Because this is comfy.
Yeah.
This is really comfy.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and take this stick off for you down here. I like these muddy sticks just with that cam rope. That's that. So what'd you think about it overall?
It's easy. It's quiet. You can get 365 degrees. I will say it's something you definitely want to play with and figure out
You want to practice before you
your
get out in the
pressure
woods.
points and where you need to put your leg if you have to use
Yeah.
your legs. And
Like I said, some people use the straps down low, some people use them up high.
yeah,
some
I like
people,
them right here. It wasn't
Yeah.
tight at all. It never
Yeah, and you
pinched
can
once.
loosen them up too.
Yeah.
Like when you get up there, I usually loosen my straps where they're not even tight.
I was
there
kind
necessarily.
of afraid of it being like pinch because
Mhm.
I mean I wore safety.
Because what you're doing more is you're putting your weight into this mesh,
Yeah.
and you're not putting it onto these
no,
straps.
no, and it's comfortable for sure. Yeah, there's no pinching or nothing.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Cool. Well, Now we just gotta wait for yours to get in.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for it. All right, guys, if you liked what we had here, make sure you follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Anchor and Outdoors, YouTube, and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you leave a comment. If you got any questions, we will do our best to go over those and answer everybody we can. Thanks a lot.
Go for it. You got it.
No, you got it.
No.
No, you got it.
You are. Hey, this is new boy break-in period.